Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have the three of us here in person, and Warren is trying to join us online, but having some difficulties. Okay, so first on the agenda is the election of officers. So first is chair.
I nominate my friend here to the right, Joan.
Second.
Any other nominations?
I move they cease.
Okay.
Can we pass the unanimous ballot?
Okay. Can I have a second on that?
A second.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. Okay, on to vice chair.
Am I gonna have
Nominate Paul Reese.
to, am I gonna have to take that one time this in my life?
I'll be fine.
I'll accept with your help.
Okay, and I will second that. Any other nominations? Any other nominations? Any other nominations? Can I have a motion to cease and,
Yes, I'll move.
Second.
okay, all in favor of Paul, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much. I've been dreading this day.
It gets better.
Okay, now on to the approval of the agenda. We need to add one item under Rich.
The one item under Rich, allowing for the website to be used to publish highway project bids. That's a statute. That's allowable. Typically do that the first meeting of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Also gonna have Levi note a change from an action. The board may approve the purchase. The cost variation has been almost a daily change, and he's gonna just cover that under this item.
Sure.
Okay.
I approved it. I don't know that there's any action from the board, but we should probably go.
Just kind of an update.
Know
Okay.
about it. Okay.
Okay, so then looking for a motion to approve the agenda with that additional
I
change.
so move.
Second.
Paul and Gary, any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, on to the consent items.
I would move those two items.
Okay, Gary,
Second.
seconded by Paul. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. Okay, on to the issue form. Let's take care of the resolution for AMC.
That's gonna be unchanged, right?
Yeah, once I get to it.
Uh,
Okay.
You may remember better than I do as to what your assignments are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Transportation. And the only one that was
General government.
Okay, so
the one that Mark had.
so Paul, you said you were transportation.
I do believe that.
Okay. And Warren is public safety.
Mark was health, right?
Nope.
He was
Oh,
environment,
natural.
natural
Yep.
resources.
Yep.
And Gary,
General government, right?
Yep, and I'm HHS because I am chair of that policy committee now. So
8 voting delegates. It's been the 5 commissioners, one more, myself, Rich Sanders, and Sam.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then,
Do we leave the one open until that seat is filled?
mhm,
Yeah, no choice.
Sure,
There
okay.
won't be anything to vote on before that anyway.
Mhm.
I think if the policy committee, policy conference has votes March, but you'll have a commissioner by then.
Right, sure.
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, at the Ledge Conference, we have policy meetings, so.
Only need one person to show up to vote anyway.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. And then, then you have also like payment of dues, but that's just to automatically pay it when it comes due. Okay.
So I'll move on that.
Okay.
Second?
Paul and Gary, any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, on to the MPO appointment. Did Warren say anything to you about?
No. We just reappoint him.
Okay, was he able to get on or not? No? Okay.
Nominate Warren Strandell.
Second.
Okay, Gary and Paul. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay. Okay, now on to our issue forum. Gary.
Couple of meetings over the break. The Polk Noman Community Health Board met on a kind of a wintry day. We were surprised actually by how many people were able to make it, so that was good. A lot of updates on staffing, regional coordination grant, family home visitation, community health partners. We had to go with a group to work with our audit.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be the same group that's doing ours here for the county. And the other meeting, Joan and I both on those, was extension, and I was able to contact Lori Capistrand to be a member on that board. She's a member of the Kirkland School Board, and family certainly been very involved in 4-H. So we have some action to take on that. And again, for both committees, we kind of had a direction as far as our meetings for 2026 and have those established. And in the extension and the research area, I'm got January 22nd on my calendar to attend Cow and Calf Day in Boston.
It's the 27th.
27
27th.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will follow up with that.
Which month are you
I
in?
don't want to miss that. I'm in January.
Okay.
What are you?
January.
It's just 5 days later.
Better to be early than late. That's all we have.
Yeah. Okay, Paul.
Other than a whole bunch of phone calls about a variety of topics, the main thing was West Central, and that's just moving forward. That was all online. They did a Teams meeting because of the weather. Weather was good in some areas. I attended mostly online anyway, and I thought it was, once again, they're moving along nicely. Things are moving forward. We're gonna get to the judge maybe the end of this month, beginning of next month, and I'm just looking forward to getting that part done, so we're an entity and we can just move forward with other things. Their grant funding, they're waiting on some award of it. We'll see how it goes. Some of the local towns have received theirs. So they're still working on getting the budget, some money in the bank to pay bills. But basically, it was a good informational meeting. Just boom, quick. Everything went just lickety split. That's what I have.
Can I just add on
Yep.
that might be a good time for commissioners to be looking for replacements for yourself.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
appointments once that's a formal entity.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
I got one.
Lock it up.
Okay. So I had um, a TZD meeting, which we ended up going virtual because of the weather, and so we weren't able to actually kind of do what we had planned because we're kind of working with our strategic plan and just trying to figure out what that looks like going forward. And then, like Gary said, we had extension. And then the next day, that Friday the 19th, first off in the morning, I joined on a meeting virtually that was in regards to the opioid funding required by statute to have a meeting that includes, like cities and all other entities that
Oh, thank you.
could have an interest in it. And oh, thank you. And there was nobody extra that joined, but we did have a reporter from the Grand Forks Herald that did join virtually. And then, like Gary mentioned, we had our CHB meeting. And one thing too was that Sarah handed out the report that was submitted to the Minnesota legislature in regards to the MPC fine that was given to Crystal Sugar in East Grand Forks. And I mean, she did a very thorough report. I mean, because this normally is not how things are handled, because normally it doesn't go right to the legislature, which this did. But she, included even like all the receipts, the invoices for the material and things that was like for the playgrounds and stuff. And and then she also kind of did a little extra sheet in there about like this was the first time that this had happened, and kind of some things that worked really well, but then other things that could be changed going forward. So I think she did a really good job on that. And then I finished that, and then I hopped onto our AMC solid waste meeting, trying to narrow down what our goals are for this legislative session, even though it's not a budget year. That there's still things that are going to be going on, and just kind of trying to figure out. I mean, like permitting is still a big thing for us. The C&D landfill closures, just and SCORE funding gets brought up a lot. And we're just kind of trying to figure out what are the best items to kind of tackle versus, what are the things that we might have a chance of,
Be interesting to see which direction you guys
mhm,
get to go.
yeah. So, and then also too, there's some discussion about solid waste districts, which was talked about at our policy conference in Alexandria last September. And, that was one thing that was brought up at the annual meeting in the natural resources policy committee, but it was not, the platform was not moved forward because I think there's a lot of question of exactly what that entails, and but Trisha Martinson has kind of been the person behind that, and like she said that there's the ability to do them within our state statutes, but whether or not that's something that would be feasible right now, we're just not sure. And then when I was on the road to Duluth, and we had a meeting for our alternative productions, the DAC, in regards to the contract for our director. We do a 3-year contract with him, and looking at what the wage increase would be, and we kind of decided to do a larger dollar increase for his first year, because in the pay studies he's definitely at the low end, and he's a number of years of experience, and he'll be he's planning on retiring like within the next 2-3 years. So we're looking at what we're possibly going to have to pay in order to get someone into that position, after Steve retires. So we just doing the contract a little bit different now for the next 3 years. And then yesterday I had a MAFPA CWDA meeting, and now this year is really where we really got to get everything kind of tied down, because it goes into effect January 1 of 27. And so our big group is broke into 4 subcommittees, and I'm on 2 subcommittees. One is with workforce and the other one is with case review. And so because our large MAPA group meets twice a month, and then I've got with the 2 committees, they all meet at least once a month. So I've got just 4 committees, just for 4 meetings for that committee, the minimum every month. So that one is definitely, it's a lot of work, but it's something that's very important of how we're going to be completing our social service requirements of how we serve our families. So and still we have no idea what the cost is going to be. So excuse me, I'm still trying to get over a cold yet. So well, let's see then. Levi, you might as well come on up if you're ready.
Hearing the phone number, I have to tell that was okay. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
So what do we got here? So this is first item here is request to purchase replacement firewalls. So we are requesting to approve the attached quote to replace the current primary firewall. This is with SHI. There's both a primary and secondary, and this is the main equipment here at the LEC that gets used for all inside outside traffic for the county and some of the neighboring entities as well. So this is for the amount of $27,852. Just requesting a motion to approve the SHI quote for that amount.
So be it.
Second.
You talked about this before, right? This one?
Not this one. The next one is one we talked about before. Yep.
Right, thank you.
So are they the only one that provides this fire, or is this a company that you just work with a lot?
This is a reseller. Typically, they have the best pricing out of them, but they also have it at state pricing as well. So,
Okay,
but we do our due diligence and get multiple quotes. So,
okay, okay. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
So this one last 7 years too.
that's the
Maybe.
plan. That's the rotation for it. Yep. So,
Okay,
and then I don't know, did the next item get in there?
I didn't put it on the agenda, but I mentioned it. in the
Okay.
Approval of the agenda, but we're just gonna brief them on change to next.
So it would have been December 16th, I believe, was the last board meeting. I did get approved for server and storage replacement. The original amount was $231,331 and some cents. We're really struggling with memory right now, computer memory.
mhm,
The price has just ballooned. With that said, I had to get an updated quote for that for 264,000. And oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. 253,198 and 24 cents. And that's just for that increase in memory cost.
mhm.
Just it's daily that number is changing. So I'm just looking at approval for that change.
It might change by the time you buy it.
Well,
I think we're good. I was dealing with this all yesterday afternoon, so I think we're locked in now. So
From the board that I already approved. Different steps. and
Mhm.
you don't have to, But if you have to know about it.
right. yeah.
correct.
You can undo it if you want.
Yeah,
Yep.
no. Well, I mean, that's even like when you're looking at like laptops or, iPads, I mean, when you look at more memory of how much the price increases, so,
Yep.
We can't do this without it.
That is correct. Yep. So, but yeah, I just wanted to keep you guys in the loop, and then it's an increase of 21,000, 22,000.
mhm,
So
yeah,
You want to make that a motion
I
to
don't think,
approve that
I think,
difference, or we don't?
It is under my
Okay,
authority,
Yep.
and then you
we don't need it then.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, just a
Okay.
kind of an FYI,
Okay,
so.
sounds good, thanks.
attention to the board. And
mhm.
this happens sometimes on bids you see it in highway.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Hmm.
Mhm.
hmm
That was
Yep.
easy. I was sweating it a little bit, but
Well, we should, now do we really want?
no, I like to keep you guys informed because it's just important. So,
Yeah, no, we appreciate that.
all right. Any
So,
questions?
okay.
Anything else?
No, just keep
Good deal.
doing the
Keep
good
it up.
work.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, Richard.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Looks like we're gonna get to buy it.
What's that?
Looks like we might get to buy something.
Well, that's up to you guys. uh,
We've only been talking about it for, what, 3 months?
well, a couple of years on my
Well,
end,
yes,
but
Seriously, for 2 or 3 months.
yeah. So anyway, basically, we're looking at purchasing a lift for much of the maintenance work we have to do around with all our buildings, all the high work, and we're all getting older and not as nimble as we used to be, crawling up ladders.
Speak for yourself.
What's that?
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, well, my goat days are over. Now I'm just an old goat.
Greatest of all time.
Excuse me?
Greatest of all time.
Yeah, right. So anyway, yeah, this lift from Acme Electric with this 55-foot reach capacity will take care of everything we all of our current needs and anything in the future within reason, I guess, for height. I mean, we're not going up on radio towers or whatnot, but this will take care of the work we need to do on our buildings and our roofs and parapets, along with parking lot lighting and building lighting. And so
This is a new,
It's brand new.
not,
Yeah, brand new.
Mhm.
And this price now, they had 2 units left. That would have been, probably a month ago when we last spoke with them. And so it did say, well, supplies last.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that's why we kind of wanted to discuss this sooner than later. And hopefully, that price is still.
Is it still there? Do we know?
Well, we don't know. I mean, as of last time I spoke with them, they had 2 units.
Okay.
your plan for storage?
Yes, actually, that garage we have by the annex, that little garage back there in the trees, it'll fit in there. That was one of the first things that we looked at to make sure that we would be able to keep her inside. And the beauty about purchasing this lift at this time is we have another project coming up at the Justice Center. We still got a bunch of caulking on windows and well, doors, of course, are low, but a lot of caulking around windows, and then we got to get up there and address the drip holes, the weep holes, and whatnot, and everything is off the ground. Now, if we were going to hire that done, we'd probably be looking at around $45,000 to $50,000 to have another company come in and do it. Well, if we have the lift, our guys have the skills to do this we would just work it into the daily work schedules. We have a couple days that are a little bit slower. Well, that's not to stop a guy from going up there and taking care of some of this work. So I guess with that said, if you guys are on board with it, I'd like you to approve purchasing it.
Do you remember what the amount was that you had in the proposed budget of the smaller unit? What that dollar amount was?
The original one was like 44,000, but then we upped it. We changed.
so there wasn't-
The numbers were changed for the 26 budget.
Okay,
We upgraded them
okay. So now,
to this number.
so is there funds left from the 25 budget to use this, or is this coming out of
It's
the?
actually budgeted in 2026,
Okay,
but it's being paid for from reserve, so it's.
Sure.
okay.
We were sitting pretty good at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Rich did Rick did come in under his budget, so there's good reserves.
okay. Okay, so I guess looking for a motion to approve the purchase of the man lift.
It's your turn.
So moved.
So second. So second.
Gary and Paul, any other discussion? Not all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Okay.
Okay, go see if they still have them left.
Well, I'll make the call right away. Thank you.
I think it'll be a good deal for you.
It will. And the thing about it, it'll hold its value.
Mm-hmm.
Down the road, it'll still be worth a good chunk of change.
Yeah, and it's something that, we'll be able to have that for years.
Oh, yeah.
So,
All right,
okay,
thank
yep,
you.
thanks. Okay, Stacy.
Morning.
Good morning.
Happy Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It
Isn't it?
is.
Okay, I don't really have a presentation planned other than just kind of discussion. Chuck wanted me to advise you of Minnesota Department of Revenue recapture audit. So what Minnesota Revenue recapture is a process where we file with the state claims that from property, mobile homes, in this case it's for mobile homes, taxes that are not paid, past due, that we are delinquent, excuse me, using my words here this morning, delinquent. In order to participate in that program, there are a lot of requirements by the state, a contract, and then written protocols, procedures, on keeping the payments updated. So if somebody is delinquent in their mobile homes and we can't collect it, we log the claim on the Department of Revenue's website. And then that individual, what happens then is if they have any taxes refunds, the state can claim those taxes and flow that tax refund to us to pay that claim. Or what also can happen is the claim, the individual property owner can also pay at the counter still. So we have to maintain, if they come in here, we have to file within 5 days that payment on the Minnesota Department of Revenue's website. We have to keep the system current, as well as then they're incurring penalty and interest. So
Sure.
each year then there's a requirement. So there's several requirements in order to participate. I understand. So we got hit with an audit, unexpected in October, November. And it was an audit from 2 years ago, a follow-up audit from 2 years ago. We were audited, in which there were several findings. During the audit in November, it was found that the findings from the previous audit were not taken care of, and we furthered more issues with it. So they required us to go through every claim. We have 350 claims, and they gave us 2 weeks. So each claim, it could be multiple people, several years, but it's 350 different individual tax years, but could be the same parcel for each tax year. And when I clarify mobile home, it could be a mobile home, it could be a RV. I mean, it could be anything. Those claims go back to 2003. We do not have a write-off policy or any protocols. So this hit at the same time. We were given the 2-week notice at the same time as payroll implementation, so we had no choice. We're behind, short a person at the counter still. And we both, Heather and I, are new in the position, so we also don't have the backdrop in those 2 weeks to go through all 350 files. So we utilized Abdo to help us with their expertise. They went into our system and they went through all the claims for us, shored everything up. We had the meeting with the Department of Revenue auditor last week, and so we got another extension to respond. So we have another 30 days to clean everything up. What we are proposing, and I will get a written proposal for Chuck, is we need to have a write-off policy to write off claims. Right now we're talking with Abdo about a write-off policy of 10 years. So we've got 167 claims that are 10 to 20 years old that we could write off. Now, the average claim, part of the issue is establishing criteria for when we provide that claim to the Department of Revenue. Some of these claims initially were $25, $35. They have gained interest. So in total, the original claim amount in total averaged $250 a claim, where now with penalty and interest, that amount has grown to $500 a claim. So the write-off will be fairly significant. And I won't write it off until we get a procedure and we come back and have that. But it is an immense amount of work to get this cleaned up, even for Heather to go into the Department of Revenue's site. It's going to take several minutes to close out every single one of those and address.
There's 350 of them.
350 of them. Okay, so on top of all other things, this was not in our visual. When we didn't really want to have to reach out to Abdo to incur additional costs, but within 2 weeks, there's just no way we were going to do it. So it just is a carryover from prior year things that haven't been maintained, and we're learning, and we'll continue. But we need to have very strict protocols and procedures in place from when the counter, the Department of Revenue. It is not an easy program to participate in because of the level of requirements within 5 days, we have to report to them. We are required monthly to reconcile all accounts. So it becomes a question of we don't want to give taxpayers a pass, but we also need to gauge from a business perspective the time and effort for $25 claims versus a $50 claim versus a $200. Most of them at the highest probably were originally maybe a $600 claim. So, but there's a lot of low value claims that there may be other ways for us to recapture the money rather than using the Department of Revenue's process because obviously a lot of people haven't been getting state tax refunds or, and there's a pecking order, right, of who gets the money first. So it's who's all in line for that taxpayer's refund. But we've got a lot of money we haven't been able to claim in 20 years. And so we have to kind of talk about the reality of are we going to be able to get that money back? But right now we're looking at getting it cleaned up and taken care of. But we just wanted you to kind of be aware of some things that were going on in the background that were kind of cropping up, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, we want to make sure you're aware of these things.
And it's significant.
State and, there's no excuse for this. There just simply isn't an excuse for just people not doing their job.
Yeah, that's.
Timing of it is very
Poor.
for Stacy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But we'll get it cleaned up. Just wanted you.
So we were able to just kind of meet the baseline requirements on written procedures. We got something so Abdo did the cleanup on the accounts. I got the written procedure protocol drafted, and that met the baseline approval. It is by no means the end procedure. It is just the base of the procedure, but we will need to have further ones, and I would expect that they will come back within a few months to verify whether we've cleaned them up or not. But even just to maintain them, that many claims on a monthly basis is still a lot to kind of reconcile and keep on our books. And then I think we also have a question of whether we've actually recorded that receivable outstanding on our books. And I will work with Abdo to kind of look at that for our financials for 2025 to make sure that it is correctly stated in the 25 financials that is amounts outstanding taxes is included in there because there is some question to that as well.
So like you mentioned, that this goes back to
2003.
So that's over 20 years
23 years.
that there's no excuse for it to have
Yeah.
continued on.
Yeah. It just we need to have that write-off criterion. We need to have a criteria of when we pass it on to the Department of Revenue. And we are also researching how other counties are handling it because not all counties are using the Department of Revenue's recapture program. So we're going to see if there's other methods of doing it. What I can't tell just because of how we track it is what have we gotten versus what have we not gotten? Like what is our claim amount of percent of claim versus how much we've been putting out there? Are we getting the money back or not? Is it program working?
The majority of these are mobile homes or RVs.
I have those are probably not in existence anymore after that many.
Mhm,
Yeah, good day.
mhm.
Jeepers. At $500 a hit for 350. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and that's with penalty and interest originally. Yeah, the original list probably, yeah. So
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like we,
on average, that's an
Yeah.
average.
and you mentioned that, I mean, it's a lot of paperwork and time to, be in compliance with the state requirements. Like, is
Mhm.
that to our best interest of using that program or not?
Yep. So that is kind of part of the discussion is there might be alternative methods that aren't, but we'll explore those with that and check statutes and some of that background as well before we make a decision. But we'll get this next batch. So we've got a 30-day extension to update all the balances in the Department of Revenue site and determine which ones we are going to clear out. We will need to work with Sam's group on which accounts and closing them out and getting them closed out. But that's once we get
in
a policy.
another month, you have to do this again.
Yes, in another month, though, all 300. Yes, and actually, that was part of the discussion yesterday. Was they updated it as of 12/20, and yes, now we have to post the next thing of interest. It's kind of like you don't. It just keeps the cycle keeps going.
Mhm.
So yes, every month you'd have to go in and update the penalty and interest in the amount owed.
So we want to write these off as soon as possible so we can get out of this.
That still leaves 150 that we have to deal with.
Oh my my gracious.
Yeah, and then we will write the criteria and determine whether there are additional ones that need to be written off just because they weren't worth $25 sending them to Department of Revenue.
Right.
So those things, but anyways, under the gun. We'll get there.
Just another Easter egg for,
Yeah, that was not a good, it was tough timing to deal with that. So we'll get there.
Yeah, it's, but just thank you again for
We'll learn.
all the work that you're doing. And I mean, I knew that there were things that we definitely could be doing better, but
It's just every day there's just things, so we'll get there. Just one thing at a time is what I keep telling myself.
mhm.
So some
every week
things
she comes back is
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
it's just a cliff. But someday the cliff will be shorter.
she's
Oh,
off probation by the way too.
Oh yeah, yes, officially.
I think
I was worried.
I took her off probation the day she got hired.
So, anyways, well, we're not perfect, but we're gonna get there. But it's just the windfall. So as those
Mhm.
things are coming up, it just makes it my ability to respond to other needs is really crippled right now in the last few months.
Mhm.
So I've accumulated a backlog of things that I am not addressing that I need to be addressing. So people can be patient for only so long. So we've got my issues to deal with as well
Mhm.
that I need to take care of. So, anyways,
Are you getting more of an idea of what type of person that you need to add?
yep, definitely. And Chuck's been on kind of on me a little bit, not writing me, but checking in a little more pressingly on where are we going and what the structure needs to be, because there's definitely I need somebody to be able to take and run the direction, take and run, because getting pulled in too much, I can't get back to all the other things that we need to do.
Mhm.
And audit is starting. I mean, it's end of the year audit time, so
Mhm.
we've got a
Mhm.
lot of other things. And I am going to Foston here shortly this afternoon to understand the environmental services side, because we need to get that cleaned up as well, because
Mhm.
we've put a lot of their work on hold, which is now causing them some issues with being able to do things,
Yep.
because we've held on journal entries and some things until we can understand the processes better. So
Mhm.
I'm going there today.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the highways seem pretty good coming in, so.
Yeah, that should be good. So, all right,
Okay.
I'll let you get back to stuff. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
It
Oof.
never ends.
Oh,
Poor lady.
goodness.
That was not on the radar.
No.
And that seems like such a trivial thing, but
Wow.
23 years worth?
Yeah, it's no explanation for it, no rationale, just here you go. Deal with it.
So then, okay, so this goes back to 2003. So were there are no other audits in between then and now, or?
Honestly, I have no idea. Never heard of it before. I was the one that got contacted initially.
Mm-hmm.
It took a while to explain to me what the issue was, what we should be doing. We don't have time to go back and try to understand, was it being done prior to 2003? And if so, why did it stop? Was it a change in staff? Was it something else, or did it just stop? It doesn't really matter right now. The focus is to get it up to speed and
Yeah, hey, that's water under the bridge.
yeah, we just didn't have the luxury of that. With the payroll switch over to KG, everybody got paid on Friday, but there's still a lot of work to do to bring kind of the guts of the software to get that up to speed. But everything is moving. And once we get past, we've had 3 holidays essentially get past, and end of the year, beginning of the year, you keep waiting for it. Let's have a normal day where we can actually get to some things. But yeah, just trying to make sure that she's not overwhelmed. I keep saying, hey, create finance department. Who gets that kind of opportunity?
Mm-hmm.
But it's day to day,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
every day.
Yeah. So yes, sooner that we can get that job description put together and
We're working on that. We've had a lot of talks with Abdo, and it'll come together. Look at the timing of the board meetings as to when.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Mobile homes, the gifts that keeps on giving. All right, good morning.
Good morning.
The first thing I have for you today is the cannabis retail registration. So local governments must issue a retail registration after verifying set of guideline or a set of requirements, which is that the business has a valid license or preliminary license approval issued by the OCM. The business has paid the registration or renewal fee. The business is compliant with Chapter 342 and local ordinances. And if applicable, the business is current on all property taxes and assessments. And the local registration may also be issued by counties if the respective local government transfers such authority to the county in accordance with statute 342.22. So the corner bar of Climax has submitted their local or their retail registration application to us. They have paid the fee. They have their valid license from the OCM. They check all the boxes on here. They're current on all their property tax. And the city of Climax has designated Polk County to handle their retail registration.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're looking for is a motion to approve the cannabis retail registration for the corner bar of Climax. And I think this is the first one that we've been designated for, but I know there's at least one other in the works, waiting on the local jurisdiction to finalize their ordinances on a different one. So that one might be a little bit down the road. That's from Furl working on their stuff.
Okay.
And your recommendation is, or it's one of those things they qualify, we have to do this whether we believe in it or not.
Right. So the top part where it says local governments must issue
Mhm.
a retail,
Must.
that is from the OCM,
Okay.
the state. So they're telling us as long as they check these boxes, we
Okay.
must do this one, and this is one we can't limit.
Great. Okay. So then, does this count? Is there a thing out there? Am I missing this where we can have so many in the county?
We have
This-
to
this
have
one-
one for every 12,500.
This does not fall under that. This is a low potency edible hemp,
Oh,
and it does
So this doesn't-
and being this is for a local jurisdiction and things like that, we can't limit these application registers.
okay.
This is one where I looked into that too. I saw that, and it says
Doesn't
right in
qualify
there.
for one of those 2.5 we can have.
Yeah. This says no, but it doesn't matter how many.
Okay.
The county doesn't get to decide on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Right.
like hemp, I mean, that's like gummies and.
Yes.
I would assume, yeah.
Okay.
I'll move.
Okay. Paul?
Second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Reluctantly, can we say that?
Carried. So,
I think we did.
I did.
yeah, so you said now that this one does not qualify towards, but like with East Grand Forks doing theirs,
Yep.
do they qualify?
I
Towards
think
our-
it depends on which level that they apply
Oh,
for.
yeah. Okay. That makes sense to
And
me.
these lower potency hemp edible retailers, from what I was reading, do not apply towards the dispensaries or whatever you want to call them,
There's no limit
the
on
cannabis retailers.
So these low potency is the key word here.
I believe so. I
So
would
it-
have to double check.
Follow up on that so we make sure that, because I'm sure there'll be more coming.
There'll be
So,
a lot of low potencies then.
so then this is similar to the THC ones.
I believe so.
Huh.
And Jake, when Jake comes in, he might have some more information on that as well.
Mhm.
He's a
Yeah.
good resource for me even on following into these. But
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't ever remember. I mean, it was always just, one for every 12,500 for your population. There was nothing ever said, at the state level that,
Well, that's a good question when we go
there
back.
is something.
but
That's a rule for cities. I mean, they have to have at least one.
if they do their own,
Yeah,
but
and Kirkston has, well, Climax doesn't.
Oh, here you go. It's right here. These license types have specific statutory requirements regarding local retail registrations and are not included in any potential limitation on a local unit of government unit of government may establish. And that is on the asterisk is on the lower,
and the medical,
the medical cannabis and the lower potency hemp edibles.
So what's,
Double asterisk.
Oh, I don't think I included that because it wasn't pertaining to this one. I added this to the application here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
and what's the fee for the,
$125.
and that's for the county or for the state?
I don't have to check. I believe it's local.
This
Climax?
goes to the city
For
of
us.
Climax.
Or,
I believe it's us being they designated
Oh, sure.
because we have the authority or have they said here you take this on. So I believe we get that registration or at least a portion.
yeah, this is one of those things that you think, that you understand and that you know everything that how it's supposed to be handled, and then all of a sudden it goes into effect, and it's like,
Here's the first loophole.
well, yeah,
Or interpretation
Mhm,
of
mhm.
statute.
yeah, because
Very
there
good way to put it.
was always just, like as far as, that there was no specification of like what this one does qualify, under your 12,500
We never even
population.
talked about this at EMC.
No,
The difference
no, it was the population.
population.
Yep.
Yeesh.
But I pulled all this right from the manuals
Yeah,
from the
I know. Yeah, that's, and that's kind of like this same stuff is what we're struggling with the African American Act. That as we dig into it, that there's all these other things that are put in there, and it's like how do we actually do things so we're compliant?
Right.
So, okay, on to more good news.
We didn't
vote on
vote yet.
that.
We didn't
had
vote
the
yet?
motion in a second, but
Yeah, we did vote
did we? Okay.
very
yeah,
neglectedly.
just
or-
double-
Reluctantly, we did.
Just double checking.
Yeah, we did. We voted.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember it was this kind. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the next item I have is the appointment of election judges for all the 2026 elections. I'm recommending that in accordance with statute, that you as the Board of Commissioners allow me to appoint election judges as needed for all elections held in Polk County in 2026. All appointed judges will be utilized for the testing, validation, tabulation, and technical support. They will all meet any statutory requirements. It's basically so I don't have to continue to come back to you with a list of names.
Sure.
Mhm,
If that were to change or we were to add anything like that.
mhm, mhm.
This was suggested by a couple of other counties that do it this way.
Yeah, no, I think that's
I think that's great.
because how
And-
many elections do we have? Okay, we got
3 this
special.
year.
3. Mhm.
Yep. So we'll have the special in February, and then the primary in August, and the general in November.
so moved.
Second.
Okay. Gary and Paul, any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Thank you. And this might become an annual thing. That was the other suggestion, was come back every year, even on odd numbered years when there's not an election, just so that it's taken care of.
In case something does pop up.
Yes. So we're not scrambling to do anything.
Okay.
And that would be the same with this next item, which is establishing the absentee, mail ballot, and Yokava ballot boards. In accordance with statute, the county must establish these boards, and then there's the resolution spelling out everything that is in there.
So move.
Okay, Paul
Second.
and Gary. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
And the final item under my name is Extension Committee. At the last meeting, Judy Meyer expressed interest in being reappointed as representative for District 1. And then Commissioner Wilhite spoke with Lori Capistran that she had expressed interest, and the Extension Committee would like to move forward with those two being appointed to the Extension Committee for their first 3-year terms.
This is the one that replaces Runyon. This
Yeah,
person.
Yes, she already has.
And replacing Ray French.
Yep, replacing Ray French, who both of Aaron Runyon and Ray French both termed out.
Correct.
They did their duty for the extension.
That they did.
Your turn.
So moved.
Second.
Gary and Paul. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
I know Judy Meyer.
So much of this, 250. Sounds right out of town. If you return.
I think Sam's next items actually have to wait
They-
until 9:15.
That's what I was.
Yeah, the bids are closed now. Again, it's a little after 9 a.m., but the reading set at 9:15.
So I can do my items if you want.
Okay.
Slowly to try to get 15 minutes.
Or else we can just take a break then too until.
Oh, oh, so she's in that area.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Head south that way.
Morning.
Good morning. Thank you for coming.
Glad to be here. Let's see.
How far down the list are you?
Well, I'm right at the end.
And
Yeah.
Usually the last one, but this is fairly routine. We have rates to approve for mileage, meals, and lodging. The county's policy has been to follow the IRS rate. Just within the last few days, the IRS has set the rate for mileage reimbursement for 2025 at 72.5 cents per mile. Or 2026. That's up 2.5 cents over 2025. We also utilize a reimbursement rate that goes by state and urban areas. We adopt those for meal reimbursements if you are in the cities or Duluth or Rochester. And then we also have a lodging rate, which very rarely applies, but occasionally it has happened where somebody becomes stranded or needs to make an unscheduled overnight someplace. And there is a rate for that. So there's actually 3 items to vote on. The first one would be accepting the IRS mileage rate at 72.5 cents per mile for county business.
Second.
Paul and Gary, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Second item would be to adopt the 2026 federal reimbursement rate as listed for Minnesota. That's the only one I've given you, but there is on the same website shows for any out-of-state rates and urban areas in those other states.
I so move.
Second.
Okay. Now you're out of turn there now.
I know, I know.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
And then the last one would be to adopt a lodging rate, again, in case somebody hasn't anticipated. I should clarify that most, if not almost all, overnights are pre-approved as part of county business. So that kind of ends up being whatever the rate is that goes along with the event location.
Mhm.
So moved.
Second.
Gary and Paul. Yeah, actually, to me that 127 for Rochester lodging seems low, but
How about you make it up in mileage?
yeah. Any other discussion?
No.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
I'm guessing that nobody will ever end up needing to spend the night in Rochester on county business
No.
and utilize their personal.
It's not happened
Expenses for
in
that.
the past.
Mm-mm.
No, I always tell the story of coming back from the AMC conference and getting in a snowstorm and stopping at Alex. And then
Holiday
as
Inn.
I'm in my room, I see Rob Wagner go by to his room. And so he and I went to dinner. And at dinner, we met Greg Widseth, who was going down to the cities. And that's as far as he got. So the three of us had dinner. But that was
Not very
not a night to be out on 94.
Yeah.
I did my best to stretch that out, but you still have 12 minutes before 9:15. Do you want a break?
Take us.
Yeah, why don't we take a break till
Sure.
9:15?
Okay.
Okay. next on our agenda is for the bids on the publications.
Right. We received 4 bids, it looks.
4, did you say?
Yep, so we have the Exponent, the Fertile Journal, 13 Towns, and then the Times, which is the Thief River Falls Watch, Crookston Watch.
Oh,
Oh,
So we'll open them all up here and go through them one at a time.
so we don't have any publication sheets like we usually do?
I thought I had included it in the packet, but
Well, I'm just wondering, like, for us to,
Did you give them to me?
emailed them to you,
hmm.
but it's fine.
You're fine. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I got scratch paper here.
Flip your sheet over.
All right, so the first one here is from the Exponent. And we'll go in order here of official newspaper first, then the delinquent tax, and then the second publication of the financial statement. So the Exponent's bid for the official newspaper is $3.15 per column inch. For the delinquent tax list, their bid is $4 per column inch. And for the second publication of the financial statement, they bid $7 per column inch.
That was the Exponent.
Yes, that is the Exponent. And they included everything that we requested from them, so
okay.
considered a good bid. The next I have is the Fertile Journal. The Fertile Journal for the official newspaper bids $2.40 per column inch. For the delinquent tax list, they bid $4.25 per column inch. And for the second publication of the financial statement, they bid $4.25 per column inch. They have also included everything requested. The next bid is the 13 Towns. Oh, they got tricky.
Well, they tricked you.
Sent a second envelope in. All right. So the 13 Towns for the official newspaper bids $2.50 per column inch. For the delinquent tax listing, they bid $2.50 per column inch. And for the second publication of the financial statement, they bid $2.50 per column inch. They have also supplied everything requested. And the final bid is from the Times, or the Crookston Watch and the Thief River Watch. Yep, and they've indicated the Crookston Watch on their sheet and have included everything necessary. Their bid for the official newspaper is $8.75 per column inch. For the delinquent tax list, $8.75 per column inch. And for the second publication of financial statements, $8.75 per column inch. And those are the 4 bids we have received. The only stipulation that I could find as far as duplicating or using the same paper, the official newspaper also publishes a first publication of the financial statement. And so statute requires a different publication for the second publication. So if whoever we choose as the official newspaper, we would choose a different publication for the second draft of the financial statement publication. So, but as far as the delinquent tax list, that can be
The same.
the same.
Okay.
It has been, I don't know if it was board policy or board not getting the correct information or statute change, whatever it was, but the board has always kind of done different with official newspaper and delinquent, but with the dwindling number of newspapers available, might not be able to do that in the future.
Mhm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I have the Journal as the lowest bid on the official newspaper,
Correct.
240, correct?
Yes.
and
Mhm.
13 Towns has the lowest bid for the tax and the second publication.
Correct.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'll move with that.
Okay, can we do them one at a time?
Yes, we can do.
Okay, so we could do the official
I
newspaper.
move Fertile Journal.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? The just I'm gonna put it out there that we've had trouble with them meeting the publication dates because we get nicked on our
Audit.
audits. I mean, it's not a, it's not a big thing, it's a small thing, but
And I think that got cleared up because in our last audit it was good. And I believe they were the newspaper for
No, it
that
was-
year before the Macintosh Times took over.
I think math was.
I thought in 2024 was the Fertile Journal, but I could
Okay.
be mistaken.
And there's new owners at the Journal now, and hopefully,
I think that was part of the growing pains issue with it.
okay.
Yeah, so I just,
Yep.
just want to make that known that we've had issues there before, so I want to make sure that we don't.
Yeah, that we
Have that
stayed diligent, and I know Ashley's been on top of it
Mhm.
because she really didn't like seeing that in the audit as well.
Right, yeah, like I said, I mean, it's not a big thing, but still, it's something that can be avoided.
It's something that we can remedy as best we can. Unfortunately, it does fall on somebody else to.
And she's here, and she is hearing us, so.
She's on.
I'm right there.
Yep.
She has a new owner.
I thought you meant Ashley.
No,
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
new owner for the Journal is here. She's hearing all of this. This is good.
But it does have to get to her.
Yeah, so just wanted to, put that out there, so.
Yep.
Any other discussion? Okay, so all in favor of the Fertile Journal as the official newspaper, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, now on to the delinquent tax list.
I would move the 13 towns at the rate of $2.50.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, so we have 13 towns at $2.50 for the delinquent. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. Okay, now on to the second publication.
I'll move 13 Towns for $2.50 an inch.
Second.
Okay, so for the delinquent, or the second publication, we have the 13 towns at $2.50. Any discussion? All
That
those
make-
in favor say
That makes the requirement though, right?
Correct.
correct.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I think it's been since when I was going back 2014 or 2015 since we've done bids on that financial statement.
Yeah, that's,
I think it just kind of got lost in the shuffle somewhere, and
yeah, because,
so I asked Stacy, you know, knowing
mm-hmm,
that, hey, do you want me to send them out with my bids? Because that the last time they did it, it was the finance department sent out the request for bids on the financial statement, and so
Oh,
yeah, so it was a different set of bids. So that's why I just asked Stacy, and she goes, "If you could do that, that'd be great."
yeah.
Mhm.
So
All right, all right.
we got that part added and taken care of.
Okay.
okay, any other discussion?
Communication works.
Yes.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. Okay,
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
yep, thank you.
And it won't happen. Promise. Nice to meet you.
Oh,
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.
yep, you too. Oh. Oh,
Jacob Snyder.
yeah, did anybody see if he could come early?
I was talking. I can call him real quick though.
Yeah. See if we can get, um,
She's really trying hard to get that thing at least maintaining and functioning.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, it's been a battle because the previous owners.
Yeah, and that's, like, I just wanted,
Oh, yeah.
to make that,
She is not opposed to that, I'm sure.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Because I know at one point we were kind of like, well,
Yeah. Now what do we
even
do?
if it's the lower bid, if they're not
Mm-hmm.
doing what we need them to do,
Mm-hmm.
then it's,
They have been much better. Because I think it was just a flowing pace.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. And I know that was one thing, like, with the Macintosh Times, that, they knew that had been an issue, and
Perfect.
that, they had their procedure, and
All right, thanks, Jay.
I could pull his chair out.
He's just pulling up to the.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know where.
oh no.
I'll get it. I'm younger than you.
Don't run. Careful, it's serrated. Thank you.
I was gonna say something about that, but I'm not.
See if he gets it. Hey, it's the new year. We can have a little fun. Gosh, we were so daggone serious the last two times we were here.
This year's.
Oh, well, I mean, I even got called out for not having my antlers on at a meeting.
I sure did. You're out of the extension
I'm glad
meeting.
we moved past that. Sorry.
We were at the extension meeting 2 days after the last board meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day is up next. John.
Oh, let's see, what can I find for that?
Luther King Day. We were closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we had yesterday at our MAFA, we meet, like, the large group meets the first and third Monday of every month, and it was kind of like both January and February are holidays. So we,
And Groundhog's Day.
oh,
Did you pass that one?
And you probably did. I'm not questioning whether you did or not. I'm pretty sure you did. I probably
but yeah, it's
erased
just,
it. Did you
like,
send the
everybody is
schedule
like
for
with
the year's
my
dates?
antlers, it's just like, it's expected of me now.
Okay.
You
It's
are
kind
now.
of like, you gotta
Same
have
schedule
fun.
this year, just the numbers changed. The
Okay.
second and third Tuesdays. There is that's the old calendar. We gotta get that changed.
Mm-hmm. But in
We've got
September.
a couple of months where there's 3 meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
but,
they the same months? Because I can figure that out. They don't.
well, I mean, we've got a lot of,
Oh, we got 15 minutes.
well, but, so a question in regards to our September budget meetings, because then that's the same as our policy conference in Bemidji. Remember I sent you an email on that?
The 15th, 16th.
Yep. Because the policy conference starts on the
Yeah,
16th.
and July has 3 as well. April and July.
March and June, that's 25 up there.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So March and June they changed. Okay.
Yeah, September is 3 meetings.
Probably September as well.
So, okay. Because I think, with the new location stuff, the date got changed for the policy conference. And if it's in our own backyard, I hate us not to go.
True.
Good morning.
Jacob.
Thought I'd be early.
You're holding up progress.
Yeah, we're trying to stay ahead of schedule here. I even got your chair pulled out for you, and you.
I mean, I have to get out of here.
Eyes, so sorry. I wasn't doing anything.
I had to get out of here and get home for a 1 o'clock meeting. So,
You got it.
okay.
Okay, couple action items today. First one, I have a Polk County hauler's license for TC Lighting. I received everything that I needed from TC Lighting. Why it was a little late, they were acquiring the business. I was owned by a sole person prior to this, and the employees, former owner had passed away here last year. Company was a little bit up in the air, and what happened was the employees actually pooled together and purchased the company. That sale didn't finalize till the first of the year, and so they sent me all the information. And so what I'm looking at today is I'm asking the board to waive their penalty fees because they were just waiting on that little contingency and getting the company transferred over to the employees instead of a sole proprietor out of the Bemidji area. So I got a hauler's application for TC Lighting, looking for approval. And again, they're out of the Bemidji area.
Is in that the waiving of the fees?
Yeah, I'm asking to just waive the penalty fees,
Okay.
the $10 per day past our December 16th deadline. They had contacted me prior to the deadline. I told them, hey, I understand.
Seems reasonable.
I understand you're going through it. It went to court. It was a big thing to get TC Lighting in an employee-owned company instead of a sole proprietor. So,
Yeah.
I'll move.
Second.
Okay, Paul and Gary. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
okay, then I got a final plat for Clark Nelson edition. This should be pretty fresh in the mind. I brought this in December here for preliminary approval. Nothing has changed on the layout. Nothing's different than the last one I brought up to the board. If you remember, it was a simple property lot line adjustment. We're equally distributing these triangle areas. This triangle heading to the north here to realign with Wolfie Clark owns this parcel as well as this parcel. And then Ray and Sylvia Nelson owning this parcel and constructed a home this past building season, septic system on this parcel. Really the only thing is that they did gain a little access off this cul-de-sac area, which probably only benefits them. I think I have some pictures where they have kind of a trailer parked in the backside. Maybe I didn't include that, but they just have like a cargo type trailer parked on the backside of this, kind of tucked in the trees. So they benefited a little bit by getting a little wooded area as well, because there really isn't any trees on their site here other than this little triangle area. And then Mr. Clark did gain some area here, just kind of aligning with his current homestead here. So it is his intent to keep these two parcels independent of each other. The only structure on this parcel is we permitted a little shed located right next to his garden, a little garden shed there this past building season. So I am looking for a motion for final approval of the plat for Clark Nelson edition.
I so.
Second.
Okay, Paul and Gary, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Can I secure signatures on the plat then, and then
Yep.
as well on the hauler's application, unless somebody has anything else for me?
What was that question earlier?
Yeah, with the cannabis.
Oh,
Cannabis licensing, yep.
Yeah, what was?
it was about low
Well, lower.
Low potency
Yeah.
hemp edibles.
Yeah, and that doesn't have anything to do with that 2.5 per county.
So that doesn't.
No, so there is no restriction on the low potency hemp edible for a cap. We are not allowed to cap it
Yeah, that's
for those. We are allowed to cap cannabis retailing for other.
Okay.
So it's the low potency that the state, and that's written in their rules, that a county cannot regulate how many they have per capita. So it's very, very much capitalism will reign supreme. However many can handle it, they'll carry a license.
Does that include beverages?
It includes beverages, it includes the gummies, it includes all low potency. The off sales are required now.
How low is potency?
It's 0.0, is it 0.3 milligrams per
Is it per serving though?
serving.
And some containers.
Some
Containers,
two
multiple.
servings.
And that's why they can get away with 5 something milligrams in some of those.
Because they're two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're two servings. So there's always to skin the cat, right? But the thing is you have seen where you go to a liquor store and most of them have those on the back counter.
Yeah.
If you've noticed that. So any one of those that are looking at selling those, a green sticker, need to carry now a registration. Whoever delegated registration authority. The city of Crookston has delegated its own registration authority. The city will handle its off sales that handle low potency hemp edibles. They are to license them, they're to register them. So Polk County is doing those that have either delegated to us, so those cities that have delegated jurisdiction to us, or anything outside of, in a township, they don't do their own, so that would revert to us.
Gently.
Correct.
Well, we're never gonna have a problem with the 2.5 then, because everybody else can have all the low potency they want.
Correct. The way the state law is written, we cannot regulate how many we have of them. So it's not a per capita.
I think you answered their question.
Yeah, I know it, but there was never any discrepancy or that detail was never discussed. I mean, it was always just, 1 per 12,500 population. There was nothing as far as, different levels of.
Correct, because recall they passed the law that low potency hemp edibles were legal to sell. There was no licensing. You didn't need a license to sell them.
Mhm.
You didn't need to be registered. So then all the off sales.
That was the THC then, right?
Well, that's well, it's THC, but it's low potency. It's the lower dose. So all the off sales started selling the drinks, the gummies,
Well,
because
grocery
there was no
stores.
registration to do it.
Mhm.
They were just picking up products that they can put on their shelf because there were some restrictions. You had to be over 21.
Mhm.
Well, you got to be over 21 to go in a liquor store. You have to behind the counter and you have to ID. So that's why they're all behind, except for the drinks, of course. But the gummies all had to be behind the counter.
Mhm.
They had to be ID'd, etc. So they all picked them up. Now the state passed a amendment to that says they need to be registered.
They need to carry a license. Well, pay the state and
Mm-hmm.
pay whoever's registering you $125, which
Yearly
It's nothing.
renewable.
an annual
Annual.
registration, like a liquor license,
Right.
you know. And so that's why you're seeing these. This is kind of the grace period now. I believe they have so long to get licensed. They still can continue into 2026 for a certain time period. I'm unsure of how long that is, if that's 90 days or if it's the entirety of 2026. But that's really the reality is they're just rolling into this licensing requirement. There was no license before.
Mhm.
In 2023, they just said start putting these products on the shelf, and anyone over 21 can buy it. You don't have to have a special card. You don't have to have anything. You can go in and get it.
Sorry I brought it up.
So that's what you're seeing is nothing changed other than they said you need to register as a distributor.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna see more. There's gonna be more coming through the door. Because me and Sam are working through a new delegation that we didn't know even happened. They delegated the city of Fertile delegated the county before we even had rules. And they upload it to this program. It's called Acela.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me and Sam both have accounts. We're linked to Polk County. Anything in Polk County, we should get triggered on that. Well, we didn't. So we're not linking up for whatever reason with activity that's going on in Acela.
And the thing is we can't even unapprove these. If they meet the requirements, they can sell it.
Some of the requirements, now we did add a wrinkle to ours that the state didn't have in their guidance, that you must carry liability insurance. Must carry insurance. So there is that box. You have to show proof that you have liability insurance to sell.
In what amount?
It's very limited liability insurance. It's not a huge requirement. We didn't put an amount. It's because most of them have their liquor license. They have that liability insurance for everything like that. And most of these are going to be the same store.
Sure.
So that was where we kind of, okay, let's make sure that we have
Sure.
everything here. It's just to ensure, well, let's just say a grocery store wanted to sell them. They don't have liability insurance to market like liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then you got to pick up the policy. So it's not a big policy. It doesn't cost very much, but it's just another wrinkle. They have to be up to date on their taxes. They have to be, you know, if we're having issues, just like a liquor license, if the sheriff's office is there all the time and they're selling them to 18 and under or something, then you say, no, you don't have a registration. You check that box and they can't sell them. It shouldn't be there. Then you can enforce that.
Sure.
So we're just in the growing pains of this, you know, is that we're going to have our list like a liquor license. Well, who's selling? This is going to be our list. Well, who's got these products? We're going to have a list soon enough.
Mm-hmm.
We're just in that roll-in phase that they're required to register now. So,
And most of these are all going to be the low potency things. Most of them.
because if they're not the low potency, they have to go through zoning stuff.
Oh, different.
Total different gamut.
Mm-hmm.
We had to put in the low potency as it already was legal in 2023. They passed the legislation that rolled it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, we put it in our ordinance that those are continued to be able to sell with those A, B, and C.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay,
behind a counter, over 21, and you know, ID check.
So when one of those businesses do pop up and it's going to be for one of the few licenses or the license that we can restrict the number of, you'll be seeing Jake in front of you presenting on those.
Mm-hmm.
Before it would be me or whatever with the registration.
Mm-hmm.
Jake will be here because it'll need a conditional use permit. So
Okay.
it will come before the board before even the
Mm-hmm.
the retail registration.
Yeah, we'll have our public hearings through the
Mm-hmm.
planning commission. All those.
So like going back to these that, you know, we're selling low potency before, like, did they have to be inspected, or like you didn't really know who was selling, or? Cause like now if they have a license, then, I mean, you know that they're selling, so they have to be inspected once a year? Is that correct?
They can be. It's just like the liquor licensing. If
Mhm.
the sheriff's office does their sting or whatever, or,
Mhm,
you know, they have a 17-year-old go in and try to buy or something, then
mhm,
that's what they'll do. We just don't have that list yet. I
mhm,
can tell you off the top of my head, the ones that do, it's about every liquor store in Polk County is selling those.
mhm,
Ones we're gonna have to really get involved with is, you know, like if the one and only is in Euclid, that's in our village district. That's not an incorporated city.
mhm,
If Gently, if the snow sled is,
mhm,
you know, so there's a handful we're gonna get involved in. Our smaller communities, they've delegated authority or registration authority to us. That doesn't mean that I'm going as zoning official and saying, well, you got to cite one there. You got to, the city still has to have their ordinance and say, well, this is where you can retail the other stuff.
What did Boston decide? You know,
I don't know where Foston's sitting. I believe they passed their cannabis ordinance, so they are the regulatory. They have not delegated to
East Grand Forks and Crookston.
East Grand Forks and Crookston have zoning ordinances. Now,
Okay.
City of Crookston, that was just this past November, they actually approved that they will be registering. That was something fairly new. They were developing a zoning ordinance, had a zoning ordinance, and then I believe they were waffling on if they're gonna have the county be registering them or not.
mhm.
Well, that just means we're just taking their information and putting it in front of you. It wouldn't make any sense for a city that has a zoning ordinance to have us register it.
Mhm.
We don't know what's going on in the city unless we live there or
Mhm.
go there all the time.
But
It wouldn't
then,
make sense.
so then, like these low potency, I mean, nobody can restrict, like even a city cannot restrict how many they have. So it's just when they get the higher,
Correct.
okay. Cause I think Boston, if I'm correct, I think they were gonna do a limit of 3, I think. For some reason that sticks in my mind. But,
3 retailing of other, not low potency. They
mhm,
can't legally
Right.
mhm,
do the low
mhm,
potency.
mhm, mhm.
So, but, I am gonna go through some zoning ordinance changes with the planning commission, and we are gonna relook at the cannabis ordinance, and I'm gonna have Greg involved in that and make sure that we have all our Ts
Mhm.
crossed and Is dotted. Because we've been meeting on it periodically all year, me and
Mm-hmm.
Greg Whitseth, so
Mhm.
we'll continue down that path. This next January 23rd, the planning commission will meet. We're just gonna go over recommended changes and look at things that
Mhm.
don't make sense, or if we wanna polish some things up. I'll get Greg intimately involved in the section 26.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
I will,
we're not done talking about it, but
yeah,
we
yeah.
should be, because
And I will not be there at that one, so someone else will have to go.
Okay.
So,
it's a very light meeting, and
mhm.
we're not changing anything in the
Right.
ordinance. We
Mhm,
didn't notice
mhm,
anything out. We're just gonna talk about.
mhm.
What month?
January
It's January 23rd,
23rd.
9 a.m.
Yep,
It's
I'm on
So-
the airplane at that time.
So
I can make
you
that.
can do that, yeah.
I'd love to go to it, but I'm sorry.
Cause I'm in the cities.
The 23rd.
Yep.
I'll email you a
Appreciate it.
packet.
Mhm. Yeah. Cause I got a board of directors meeting for AMC. Plus I'm down there, I'm gonna hit a little bit of that, nuts and bolts.
Oh, you're going to that.
Mhm, mhm, yeah, so, cause I mean,
Sorry
I-
about that. I'd love to go, but I would.
cause I won't be there the first day, cause I actually have a specialist appointment that day, but, like, Thursday and stuff has got some really good
The only reason that
topics.
day off.
I think it does too.
Yeah, so I figure as long as I'm going down for the board of directors, I may as well go early and hit some of that, so, but, okay.
March will be my trip.
Oh, yeah.
Off
Thank
the
you.
record.
Thank you for all your input.
Yeah, well, I'm,
No, and
I'm
that,
not gonna tell you when I'm gonna be gone, so.
yeah.
Okay, sounds
All right.
good.
Thank you all.
Yep. Okay, Sarah,
Oh, it's all good.
now we get to go from cannabis to opioids.
Yeah, one thing to the next, you know. It's all good.
Talk a lot about drugs. I thought I got out of that business.
Yeah, no, we're back in. Just a little different conversation, I suppose. Okay. Okay, so at the last couple of meetings, we've talked about the opioid settlement fund, which is a separate designated fund that we have related to the various settlements. And so this meeting and the next meeting in January, you'll see the actual contracts coming through for approval. You approved the funding recommendation from the Opioid Settlement Advisory Council and Public Health serving as the chief health strategist. And so this is we've went back and forth with the various entities, and so now this is the formal agreements, with each of them individually. So the first one here is with Tri-County Community Corrections. All of the contracts have the same language. The language is very similar to the first RFP that was done, and so you'll see those as we go through here. So the first one is with Tri-County Community Corrections for $96,000. So looking for approval on that.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Paul and Gary. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried.
All right, let's see here. Sorry for the scroll happy here. Okay, the next one is the same contract with Aluma Incorporated, and that one is for $80,000.
Your turn, Gary.
So moved.
Second.
Gary and Paul, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried.
The next one, again, this is a new contract, but with a partner from the first RFP process as well, as Aluma and Tri-County that I previously presented. So New Heights Elementary School in East Grand Forks, and this is for $10,000.
So moved.
Second.
Paul and Gary. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
The next contract to approve is with Boston High School. This is a new contract for this round of funding, and this is for $2,000.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Gary and Paul. Any discussion?
You'll see another one that'll come through for the elementary school. They did apply separately, so that'll be a separate contract.
Yeah, this was looking at what this one was for.
High school.
This one was for the high school, related to their social emotional learning curriculum and a calm room for folks that have been impacted by drug use or need to have an opportunity to downregulate, if you will.
Does Winnie Mac have a calming room?
Not that I'm aware of, but I haven't asked, so I'm not 100% sure.
Okay,
that I'm
that's
aware of.
something to check into.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Okay, and the last one for today is the Tri-Valley Opportunity Council, and this was an entity that was funded previously. Their new application is around the Family Resource Center, and that is for $50,000. And they are working in partnership with Polk County Social Services, the area entities that are hosting the Family Resource Centers, Aluma, and the Cove Youth Center in Crookston. So they have quite an array of partners listed in their application.
Mhm.
I will move.
Second.
Paul and Gary. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? carried.
The last item, if I can get there, the last item is with Agility Biomedical Services, and this is a renewal contract. We work with them to do preventative maintenance, our required inspections, and any repairs for our biomedical equipment, so our fridges, our freezers, our hearing equipment, etc. This is a hourly rate. I believe it previously was $135 per hour, but that was from a couple of years ago. So this is the renewal, and their new rate is $155 an hour. We do try and pair it when they're coming to the area for other entities so that we can reduce some of the travel time and so forth. So looking to approve that agreement.
So moved.
Okay,
Second.
Gary and Paul, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
That's all she wrote. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sarah.
I'm going to have you sign these quick.
Oh, okay.
Just give you the signature page. Sign that one too since I'm here.
Jumping jelly beans there, Sarah.
I've got it. Okay, here we go. I can fill in the information if you just want to sign.
At 1 and 7.
Yep. Thank you.
The odds are better.
And then right on the top right there. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay, Rich.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
What a way to start. Let's see. Okay, so our first agenda item, we purchased this wheel system for the front plow of our tandem trucks and motor graders so that the plow doesn't dig into the gravel roads in front of you. So Snow Wheel System is the one that we purchase it from. They have quit selling to us because they don't take credit card because they're a small group, and they can't wait a month and a half to get a check after sending us the stuff. So I need permission to be able to pay it on a weekly auditor's warrant so that we can continue to order from them and get the equipment that we need for our equipment to make our snow plowing more efficient and cheaper.
I'll move.
Second.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's
So, like, how much is a typical invoice?
about a couple $100.
So, I mean, it's not a lot.
No, it's just a matter of
They work on cash only.
cash only and don't want to wait till the next commissioner's warrants to come out in order to get their payment. So
Okay.
we can pay them on a weekly like we do a lot of other stuff. It solves the issue. So.
Okay. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Thank you. 2026 equipment, we have 3 Kuhn mowers. Lowest responsible quote was Valley Plains Equipment of Crookston in the amount of 17,340 per mower, or 52,020 for all three. Need approval to award to Valley Plains Equipment.
So moved.
Gary,
Yep, second. Did they give us a discount for buying three? Or does that come out to be?
The three comes out to the 52,020.
any other
They
discussion?
must have, because they were they were
Hmm,
$1,400 cheaper per mower than Titan. How's that for a discount?
Awesome.
Okay.
all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried.
Next, we have our safety compliance service agreement. Cost for 2026 is $19,800, or $1,650 per month. So I need approval to award or sign the agreement with Safety Compliance Services for our safety stuff.
I'll move.
Paul,
Second.
Gary. How many years has she been doing it? A lot?
Well, it was before I was almost 30,
Okay.
because I think the first 3 or 4 years I was here, she wasn't. And then she was. So I would say started in 94, 95 range is when she started doing it for the highway department.
Okay. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, carried.
Next is certificate of performance final acceptance for our hot in place recycle contract, which included Pennington County and Red Lake County's roads. Dustrol Incorporated out of Tawonga, Kansas, completed the work required on the contract. Original contract amount was $4,793,919.75. Final contract amount is $4,675,233.88. So I need approval for myself to sign the certificate of performance, and myself and the administrator to sign the final voucher.
I'll move.
Second.
Paul and Gary. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried.
As part of our equipment for 26, we had a tractor and loader. The original new was going to be over $285,000 for the tractor and $15,000 for the loader. We talked to Valley Plains. We're currently leasing a tractor over in Boston, and it has a loader on it. And so they're willing to sell us that low used hour piece of equipment for $195,000 for both, so a savings of over $100,000. And so we're recommending we do that. So we need approval to purchase that equipment from Valley Plains at a cost of $195,000.
So moved.
Gary
Second.
and Paul, any discussion?
Is that a budgeted thing, or is that
Yeah,
just a rotation thing?
It's a budgeted thing.
Okay.
Yep. But it's also on a rotate. The equipment's on a rotation.
Both.
So
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried.
Okay, we had a maintenance worker out of East Grand Forks put in his letter of resignation, and so I need approval to fill the position and allow Human Resources to advertise for the position.
So moved.
Gary,
Second.
Paul, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried. And
That's it.
then, no, the official,
Oh, you didn't
Website.
do that with Sam?
no,
Making our county website our official.
I was never notified to do that, so no, I didn't do it.
We added it to the agenda.
it's
Oh, we did
added to
add-
the agenda
We
under
added it to the
yours.
agenda.
Okay, the county highway department is allowed to use the county's website as the official newspaper for bid lettings. And we've done it for the last 20 some years. Basically, we use both. All our construction projects get advertised on the website because of the construction management software we use and how the state allows us to advertise online. But we also use the official newspaper, which I understand is the Fertile Journal now.
Mhm.
And so we do it in both, but there's times where we want to get a project out quicker and we don't want to have to wait to advertise 3 times in the Fertile Journal and maybe only do it twice. So we advertise it on the website right away and we're able to certify that. And so that's good for the auditors. So it just gives us flexibility on getting our bids out in a timely manner. So
More cost effective too.
yeah, so we need approval to allow the highway department to advertise on the website and make it their official newspaper or official whatever.
I so move.
Second.
Okay, so Paul and Gary, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Carried.
Anything else?
Drive on, soldier.
Okay.
I don't know, it seemed like there was something else I was gonna tell you, but if I remember, I'll let you know.
That's good.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks.
Completes the agenda.
Anything else? Anybody have anything?
Do not.
If not, then